Hey, what's up, everybody? Here I am with another video, and this time I'm going to maybe contradict myself, but I don't really care. I want to talk about falsehood, and I came to this conclusion because like in philosophy, they're always searching for the truth, right? To define the truth. What is the truth? The truth, the truth, the truth. Logic, as I've been studying, looks for the truth, right? What is the truth? What are the characteristics of the truth? Like in the video that I made before this one, I talked about the truth being paradoxical. And then I said, well, what about false? What's the opposite of truth, right? They say untrue, not true. But is it like lies? Is it deception? Is it hiding? Is it falsehood, right? So, yeah, what's the apparent opposite of truth, right? And apparent, I mean that, well, we know that the opposite of truth is not true. But in this case, let's say it's falsehood or like dishonesty, hiding, lies, deception, right? And then the conclusion that I came to or that I broke through is that possibilities lie in falsehood and in the illogical, like that which is not logical and that which is not true has the potential to be whatever, right? You can say, instead of saying I am a man, you can say I am a woman, I am a unicorn, I am a child, right? And you have possibility in falsehood, right? That I think that's what falsehood is for. Now, yeah, this means obviously that the truth is very limited, right? It's restrictive and it's also limiting. It's limited because it can only go so far, and it's limiting because it limits what other people can do, right? If you're doing things in the name of truth, you're limited. If you're doing things in the name of falsehood, you have potential, you have possibilities, right? So what is so attractive about falsehood? Is it the hidden? Is it what's hiding? Is it that it has variability? There's a lot of potential in it. Is it the multiplicity, which means that it can multiply, right? Whatever potential you have has the potential to also be more potential, thus multiplying, becoming more, right? Falsehood is nice. It's also when you talk to someone you hate or don't like, right? And you're false about it. You're two-faced, right? So you have the potential to do many things while being fake, while operating in falsehood. There is no danger in lies, right? And basically, this takes us to the conclusion of ignorance is bliss. If you're ignorant, if you don't know, or if you live in lies, if you don't really know the truth, well, then you're happy, right? You don't struggle, you don't suffer because of the truth. Because even Nietzsche said the truth is hostile, right? It is hostile. Whenever there's a protest or whenever there's a revolution, people always talk about the truth, right? As if it's being hidden. And that means that the truth has hostility elements, right? It's not nice. It's antagonistic. It's also it's not happy, right? So then ignorance, which is I think the cousin of falsehood, is bliss, right? Now, I was asking myself this question because I was watching this video on the truth. If the truth hides in falsehood, right? Like, what's the relation between, does the truth hide in falsehood? Is there falsehood in the truth, or is the truth falsehood? What we think is truth isn't really truth. We don't really have access to the truth. So what we create constantly, all these like reinterpretations of things, all these re-innovations, all these re-updates are just more lies, more falsehood that we consider truths, but they're really just falsehood because we don't really have access to it. And I think in essence, the truth and falsehood, both of these concepts rumble with the future because the future is uncertain. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, right? So even if we know something is true, it may not be true tomorrow, right? So that's where there's conflict, right? The truth has no problem with the past or the present, right? It may hide, but it's there, we can say, in actions or events that took place. But when we consider it for the future, we really don't know, right? We also can't say that, you know, falsehood is going to appear in the future, right? That would just complicate things. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of you know, possibilities and potential in the illogical and in falsehood. So it's kind of a little bit of a first glimpse into falsehood, right? Seeing as how it's always operating, how we're always talking about truth. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about falsehood. What is falsehood? Why is it necessary? Why do we need it, right? So that's all I got for this video, and I'll see you next time.